I feel so revitalized and refreshed and so ready to be in cutscenes where my character is standing next to Aaronville. If you have a moment, Zepla, Geode wants to take stock of the current crisis. Okay, what patch is this? Oblivion may be lacking the finer details in certain areas. Would you say they're oblivious? We'd like you to lend your perspective. Got it. Okay. I'm honestly glad I'm not jumping straight into point 4 because I'm so behind. I need to be able to, like, reorient myself in what's going on. Sorry to drag you into our meeting, but we need to get a better handle on the threats Alexandria is facing. Okay, what's happened? Clue me in, girl. We had the state funeral. Clearer idea where things stand. What happened in point 2? I might need a recap. First things first, let's discuss the state of the machine malfunctions. Every single sector reported instances of sentries attacking citizens without provocation. And vehicles suddenly becoming unresponsive to control. Oh, there was that little kid. There's that weird kid. And then people are getting zapped with electricity. Right. And while these malfunctions were resolved fairly quickly, the real Fiend woke up and... Oh. Is he really a cancer patient? Is he sick? I don't remember. While these malfunctions were resolved fairly quickly, they nevertheless resulted in a considerable number of injuries and deaths. But you haven't heard anything about new incidents since then, right? Right. No additional reports have been logged, as far as I know. That's the good news. Okay. The bad news is... Oh, Galuljah's here! He's part of the conversation. I tried to take control of the soldiers when they started hurting people, but they wouldn't listen to me, even though I have the king's authority. Okay, so we got some bad guys doing an override of the system. Once things calmed down, I was finally able to make them give up their weapons, but if it happens again, I don't know if they'll ignore me like before. The king of Resolve's authority is about the highest there is. Who is this man who can override it? Right. Callix. He lived in the age of the storm surge. Okay. Yes. Lest you forget, he was known for his advancements in electrope technology. And it was he who established preservation for the purpose of furthering his research. Okay. The wasting disease which afflicted him. Yeah, that's what y'all are talking about. However, was said to leave him scant years left to live. He must have chosen to undergo conversion into an endless that he might continue his efforts into the present day. Okay. Preservation's early goals seemed noble enough. Exploring treatments for Levin sickness, designing Everkeep's core system, that sort of thing. Okay. Why harm the people he was trying to help? We don't know. He was incensed by what he saw as mankind's failings. He asserted that the strategy of adapting our species through generational succession was outdated, and that evolution now requires us to forsake bodies of flesh in order of eternal preservation. We've already seen how he's employed this simulant to convince Alexandrians that endless conversion is their only hope for survival. Okay. But don't people reincarnate in this world? Eternal life is assured for the 5,000 who register their neo-regulators. But this is merely one part of Callix's greater plan. Okay. He wants the key. This is a lot of stuff to process. He wants the key to interdimensional fusion. With that relic in his possession, he will draw ether from the reflections and expand his efforts to create endless 1,000-fold. Oh. Where is it? What did we do with it? Where did we put that thing? Does anyone... Oh, wow. She looks so good. Oh, my God. Holy crap. It's like... It's insane. If we mean to foil Callix's schemes... It's in my pocket? They gave it to me? Oh, my God. This is such a bad idea. That's such a bad idea. Do not. We're doomed. Our only option is to determine where he's hiding and put them down. It's in the glamour dresser. I think I put it in my other pants, but now I don't remember which pants. I changed pants 100 times. Which unfortunately is easier said than done. I've been scouring the terminal we found in the depths of Everkeep, but I failed to uncover even the slightest trace of his activities. Give me more time. Okay. I'll help you. Poor little Galulja. I feel like he never got a chance to really be a little kid. While Galulja and Shale are working on that, I think I'm going to take a look around town. I want to make sure no new problems have cropped up, as well as search for information that might lead to Callix. You're welcome to come along. Another malfunction can happen at any time. Okay. Insanely cool. Count me in. Graha! Yeah, good to see you, Graha. And the others are helping Oblivion patrol the other levels of the keep. Okay. So basically, Callix is trying to get the key because he believes in the next stage of the human evolution. And then he also has privileges that he shouldn't have. So everyone's in danger. Where was he before? Like, why did he just pop up now and not before? I have to speak with the city's administrators about bringing in the Lands Guard. I want our soldiers around to protect those who are moving to Tuliolo. Alphino and Alice will be joining me for the meeting, so the 3 of us can cover that sector as soon as we're done. Okay. If I'd like to join Zepla's group, that's fine as long as there's room for Erinville in the group too. The more mouths to ask questions, the merrier. That's a weird way to phrase that, but okay. What about Kryle? Does she get her stuff? Oh no, she gets her story in point 4, I think. I'm more worried about you, Geode. Don't do anything stupid. You'll change your tune once we get back with the goods on Callix. Then the drinks are on you. Okay. That was a long talk. I love Shale too. Yeah, Shale's a great character. Wish I could grow up faster. There'll be so much more I can do when I'm bigger. I hate this for Galulja. I wish that we could like transfer privileges for the time being and keep him out of all this stuff because he needs to be able to play. Like, he shouldn't be part of these conversations and worried about all this shit. He's a kid. Was he like 5 years old? He needs, like, we need to build a playground for him and let him go run around and play and stuff. He shouldn't be, you know, he's like, I want to grow up faster so I can help more. No, dude. It's not healthy. It's too much burden on him for so small. He should be a Chuck E. Cheese. Yes. Dale also, she seems to be the one who's also like concerned for him in that way. Okay. Next part. Leon Stein. Gotta leave. You think this is the patch where they started framing cutscenes differently? What do you mean? Streaming from a new spot. Yes, I am very happy to say I am at my new home. I'm actually home. Yeah, this one feels like the winner. Y'all, I think I'm not gonna be moving again. I'm really, really happy with my new home. I'm in the PNW, left Florida. And I'm really close to Canada. It's actually more convenient for me to go to Canada for a lot of stuff than the bigger towns around here. You just bought video game hair. I am so glad I did. You can buy questionable chips. How can I serve justice if I'm not serving looks? Okay. Sorry, I was off on my own little world. Same. Oh, I should do my Viera voice. We gotta shake the rust off. How do I even do that? How do we do the Viera voice? Let's see what there is to see. That's horrible. That's horrible. Right you are. It's time we took some action. It was the Queen's fondest wish that her subjects remain shielded from the horrors of death. And so they were for the longest time. Then, the moment mortality once again becomes an unavoidable fact of life, they're greeted with the outbreak of violence. Many are bound to give the endless alternative serious consideration. Indeed, I don't blame them for that. It's only natural that such thoughts should come to mind. What I cannot forgive is the way Callix wields fear and misery to manipulate people into making that choice. No one, not Callix, nor anyone else, should dictate how we cope with the specter of death. As one who lived as an Alexandrian, I wish to put the choices for this country's future back in the hands of its citizens. You think we can handle that responsibility after everything you've seen of us? No. No. It is what I've seen that's convinced me you can. I awoke 4 centuries later to find our people living and laughing and loving beneath Alexandria's banner. Though surprised and bewildered, I was overjoyed to see it so. You all deserve to be happy. Well then. That's nice. But it's also like, it feels a little naive too. Now I suggest we move as a group. We don't know if or when a battle might find us. Okay. Oh, she's got a book. Yes, my parents gifted it to me when I was a child. They were adamant that I should learn to protect the things important to me. I was fortunate enough to have a tutor in the arcane arts. Oh, so she's a scholar? Or she's a summoner? If that's the case, it might be better if we split into 2 groups. Oh? Is this for the trust dungeon? We're about to do a dungeon? Okay. 2 of you can take the west side of the recreation zone. Zepla and I will take the east. Okay. Can I dye this ribbon on my hair? Very well. We shall end our patrol in the plaza just past Trueview and wait you there. Okay. I feel like I spend so much time in a cutscene with us figuring out like who's going in what group. Let's do the rounds then. We'll see what's what and chat with people we meet along the... Oh no! Are we gonna talk to 3 villagers? Pay special attention to anyone who looks overwhelmed or overly excited. Hopefully that will earn us a tidbit or 2 we didn't know before. Are you talk to 3 villagers? Certain duties require that 1 or more NPCs accompany you in order to proceed. Okay. I've done this before. I know how to do this. You can ride mounts. Okay, yeah, we know this. I don't have to read all that. Can I mount here? How do I mount? I don't remember. I actually don't remember how to mount up. This is so bad. Okay, we're going the other way. Where's my dash button at least? In Avant, the best button in the game. Yes! Sober citizen. Oh, this, oh, somber. Oh. Are the sentries and air wheelers safe to be around now? I just know it's gonna happen again. Maybe next time I'll be the one who dies in a horrible accident. Maybe. I mean, that's life. I need a Neo regulator. Becoming endless is the only way. I mean, I die all the time. And I always come back from that, so don't worry so much. You want to hear my story? While I appreciate you offering a sympathetic ear, there's not much to tell. If you must know, a good friend of mine died when those machines went crazy. His air wheeler dropped right out of the sky, and he didn't survive the crash. Damn fool wasn't wearing a regulator. I know that's not so strange these days, but you never bothered with one. Like, this is gonna sound really grim, right? But has anyone ever died in an accident where, like, oh god, this is gonna sound super grim. Their body got, like, totally destroyed. Okay, like, ripped apart. Like, okay, half in one side of the town and half of the other side. In, like, horrific, gruesome manner in which it would be impossible to put them back, right? A regulator probably won't help you in that situation. Hey Zep, your new YouTube video about WoW housing was so good. Oh, I'm so happy. Thank you so much. You will not believe how much time I spent on that video. I have been obsessed with it for many, many days. And I spent all weekend on it. Our editor worked very hard on it, so thank you so much. I remember, like, we did all this work and I saw it came out to 11 minutes. And I'm like, how is this only an 11-minute video? I put so much time into this. It's only 11 minutes. How'd that happen? It's good. You want it to be, like, polished, short and sweet, but it just felt like I poured in so many hours. Okay, he was at peace with the idea of dying someday and thought I understood what it meant until it happened. I know, like, it's... No one can ever really be prepared for death. You think you can handle it, but it's just the worst thing that can happen if you lose someone who's close to you. It's awful. Okay. Oh, I think I clicked too fast and I missed what he just said. I just registered my new regulator. I was leery of becoming nothing but memories at first. But now I've gone through with registration and I've never felt more at ease. He's like a commercial. Once it was done, the regulator displayed the current numbers. Of the 5,000 slots available, over 3,800 have already been filled. If you're still hesitant, you've not much time to make your mind up. Do you have an affiliate link? When there's only a few slots left, it's gonna get very ugly. Okay. That people are still deathly afraid? That's a point of concern, don't get me wrong, but I think we're acutely aware of it. That fights are likely to break out over the Neo regulators. The fact that nearly 4,000 people have registered is worthy of its own report, but are you sure? Oh, I'm so bad at this. I'm 0 out of 3 fish. That a victim of violence wasn't wearing a regulator? Use coupon code Callix. The vast majority of residents have always worn regulators, so it's not a detail we'd normally think about. With the supply of souls cut off, though, more and more people have been going without them. We need to look into the casualties from the recent attacks and check whether or not they were equipped. Let's ask around on the street over to the east. Okay. It was pretty chaotic at the time, but maybe we'll find eyewitnesses who can help. Okay. We're gonna talk to 2 more villagers. Okay, I think we need to go the other way. Yeah, we need to go the other way. Oh, am I missing stuff? Yeah. Yeah, we're missing stuff. I used to drink around here all the time. I made sure not to overdo it when I had work the next day. Everyone's so responsible. But once we were past the busy season, or when the ladies weren't amenable to my company, well, oh, okay, here we go. You'd have to scrape me off the street outside in the morning or afternoon. Was he out here womanizing? The worst I ever got was on what should have been the worst day of my life, if only I could remember it. I was still wearing a regulator back then. It was also the first day I met Shale. But she's forgotten it. Am I missing some information? There. Huh. We're still on 7.3. Yes, I'm glad because it's helping me kind of reorient and kind of slowly readjust and reacquaint myself with what's actually happening because I'm so out of the loop. It was once my job to deliver goods by hover cargo. That's why I know a fair number of names and faces throughout the city. The little ones who jumped for joy when I brought them packages. The old lady who always greeted me with a smile. I'd hate for anything bad to happen to them. But it will, because that's how life is, man. Anybody can just die, okay? I think that's what I was supposed to be telling him. How are you today? Please let me know if I may be of service. Yeah. Watch that old lady and kids die. You better get used to it, bucko. Citywide casualty data unavailable. Government officials are currently processing reports from all affected zones. Can you narrow it down to the recreation zone then? 87 individuals injured. 19 individuals dead. Casualties equipped with regulators? 0. Yeah, did you heard that, Geode? Some people died. And they're not coming back! You wish to know if the people who died in the machine rampage were wearing regulators. I'm sorry, but I was assigned to clearing away debris. I didn't see any of the I'm just thinking, like, if you were killed by a rampaging machine that disassembled your body parts, then no regulator being on or off is gonna help you. It's not like, doesn't reconstruct organs. No bodies were present by the time I arrived, so I assume the ushers had already done their work. I do remember there being patches of white dust scattered about that were quite a chore to clean up. What? What are you talking about? What's the dust? I was half joking with my boast to Shale. We have stumbled upon something major. Okay. Let's go talk to them. Did somebody get turned into dust? Can I go up here? Yeah. Have you considered the sprint button? Oh my god. Can sprint in this game. Wow. Wait, they have sprint in this game? I know. Apparently they do. Peroxide. Yes! Thank you so, so much. I'm actually having a studio being built in this house right now. So this is a temporary corner I've stuck myself into. The husbando corner. But in the other part of the house, I'm like getting the studio area built. It's gonna be, you know, with soundproofing. It's gonna look like a little recording studio in there. I'm so excited. Yes, it's gonna be an actual level up when that's ready. So essentially, you're saying that the people who were killed by malfunctioning machines weren't wearing regulators? Well, the numbers are still tentative and only apply to that one zone. We don't know how they'll stack up against the overall data, but this is definitely more than a coincidence. I think it's safe to say that anyone who would remove the regulator was a priority target. Oh, okay, so that's how he's gonna try to get people on his side. Got it. Now that you mention it, the person I was treating for injuries wasn't wearing one either. But why? I mean, it's kind of obvious, isn't it, guys? Based solely on the lack of a neo-regulator, we cannot judge if a person has no desire to become endless, or if they simply failed to acquire one of the limited devices. Yeah, that's true. But those who wear no regulator at all, they had clearly rejected the old system of using souls to revive themselves. Put another way, well, not everybody wore one before, I think. Weren't there still some people who didn't? Put another way, they've chosen to live their lives in the knowledge that death is an inevitability. The chances that such resolute people would wish to become endless are far lower, I would imagine. And so Callix has chosen those least likely to accept his vision as victims to stoke fear and panic. Yeah, that's right. But there was no need to kill anyone. With the way things were, the people were already fearful enough. He could have found 5,000 willing citizens without all this madness. You make a good point. Perhaps this sowing of terror is in service to another scheme. Or he had some other need for the lives you've taken. That sounds more like it. Don't they need the souls for, like, anima? What of the dust found at various sites? I'm practicing my Viera voice. Right, the sanitation worker's story. She saw no bodies, but mentioned piles of dust. I think that it's like in Skyrim when you zap somebody and they turn into the pile of dust. I think that's what happened. Yeah, Sphene, you should have played Skyrim and then you'd know. Do you recall that when we went to save Erenville from the sentries in the outskirts, the usher, Malachite, told us much the same thing? I actually don't remember that. It's been a long time. I don't remember that. When I arrived, I found no body, only a pile of dust, which the wind quickly scattered. Confused, I questioned the residents, but none knew what had become of it. I don't remember that. But they're telling me now. Absolutely slaying out here. That both stories speak of missing remains is suspicious enough. But the shared mention of this dust is too much to ignore. What is this dust? Where is Graha? Wasn't he around? We need to go ask Graha. Hairstyle is so good. Zepla, we need your help. I've lost control over the soldiers in the residential area. They might be trying to hurt people again. Oh, crap. Oblivion members are on their way now, but are you close enough to join them? Let's go. It's the battle music, guys. Hi, Dragonan. Happy holidays. Bye. They need two kinds of ether to sustain the endless. Corporeal and incorporeal ether. Oh, I think I remember stuff about that. Essentially, ether of the flesh and ether of the soul. Okay. But it has to be human flesh. I can't just use other kinds. Okay. That only happens to ghosts and vampires. What? Really? I never knew that. Actually, never knew that. Okay, what's going on here? They're getting override. Ooh, it's creepy. It's creepy.
Stay back! Stay away from me!
Leave him alone.
Are you all right?
I wish there was always somebody in the cutscene that just had a gun to handle it, right? I feel like you always need to just be packing.
What happened here?
Thanks, Geode.
Sentry walked into my apartment, even though I'd locked the door and everything. I
What?
managed to run, but the man who tried to save me.
So
weapons, which is to be expected, considering all the sentries were meant to be disarmed.
you got killbots on the loose, basically.
Yet it was ordered to attack all the same, even if that meant using its bare hands.
I'll leave matters here to you. I'm going to do a sweep of the surrounding area.
I mean, of course this is gonna happen if somebody has control of the system. Y'all been hacked. We got a master hacker. Back there.
Do you know anyone else in this sector who no longer wears a regulator?
Oh, I don't think I've seen Isidora and her boy with theirs recently.
Bing, 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 bing.
Go to them, quickly!
Emmett was always packing. That's true. He was. That's true.
Wyaquay!
I'll be fine. But Isidora's in bad shape.
No! Oh no! We better not lose Isidora. We will!
Mother, please.
Isidora's gone.
Isidora! Oh, thank goodness. She wasn't struck anywhere vital.
I'm
Okay.
sorry.
So we can
If I had
res.
gotten here sooner.
Everything will be all right.
Oh,
I promise to make your mother better.
she's gonna be okay. She's got HP.
Thank you, miss.
Man, that's the longest cast time. Like, try using your off GCDs, girl. This is ridiculous.
Will she sleep like that forever?
Oh yeah, that's true. Did he realize it's a Isidora? Yeah. But only the children can see that.
No, not forever. She'll wake soon. I'm sure of it.
It's actually a cool jacket with the holographic thing on this side. That's kind of neat. I'd like to have a dress that's made of that kind of stuff. I don't know if that's in the game. I have got transmog on my brain.
Thank you for saving her.
This voice sounds super familiar. It sounds super familiar. A kid. Yeah! Hatch. Words. Does that mean it's starting? Hey, Nav! Thank you so much for the raid. Hey, it's so good to see you. How's it going? Welcome in, y'all. Yes, me should be Swiftcast. It's awful, really. Like, I've so much brain rot right now from the fact that we have this incredible transmog system. No, glamour system. That, like, this is a serious cutscene, okay? Like, she's gravely hurt. And I'm standing here like, so, where did you get that jacket? Is that available? Yeah, okay, so, like, the kill bots and everything, but where did you get the jacket? The music got tense. Yeah, this is the anxiety music. How's the move? Oh, it's so good. My house is amazing! I'm really, really happy. After being kind of cursed with IRL housing savage since leaving Ukraine, I'm happy to say that this is definitely the best living situation so far. And I'm here. This is it. I'm here now. Not going anywhere. It was great. The world is ending, but I look fabulous. Oh, well, hold on a second. Mav, thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. Hey, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Also, Jason, thank you for the 5-month resub. The one Shiki, thank you for the 5-month resub. Chadada, thank you for the 4-month resub. George, thank you for the 13-month resub. Are you fluent in Ukrainian? No, actually, because I guess with my job being how it is, I don't really leave the house that much. And so I got surprisingly little opportunity to practice when I was there. And another thing is that you might, if you've ever lived in another country, you might know what this is like too, where you try to talk to other people in the local language, but then they really want to talk to you in English. I don't know if you've ever had this happen, but it happened to me a lot because I was also teaching English over there. And people, once they realized that I'm from America, a lot of people then they just really wanted to practice English with me and talk in English with me. So I usually ended up just doing it. So I didn't really get a chance to practice that much, actually. I kind of regret that, but who knows, maybe someday I'll be back there. Forgive me, I was reckless. You shouldn't have had to waste time tending my wounds as well. I mean, my house is there. I have a house there in Ukraine still. Did you see our other comrade back there? He stayed behind in the lobby, but I heard the sounds of fighting. I'm sorry. He must have fallen protecting the residents. Okay. If he is wounded, I should go to him. Wait! It isn't safe. You need rest. Stay with Milos and watch over Isidora. Yes. That's the right call. Thanks, Fiend. Y'all need to stay here? And we'll go handle it. Ooh. Checking out that little area. It's very modern looking in here. Okay, so. How do I leave? Where's the door? Is there a door? Wait, how do I get out? Oh my god. Is this a door? It's a door? Oh my god, guys. Help. Oh my god. I live here now. This is now my house. I actually don't know what to do. Speak with Kryl. Is this the door? I'm literally trapped. Just go to the end of the room. Back wall. Oh my god, thank you. Oh my god, thank you. Look, in my defense, okay, it was really blending in with everything else. Okay, it's dark. It was dark and it doesn't really show that well on the minimap, okay? It's a difficult game. It's not easy. Isidora is gonna be all right then. Yeah, she's fine. Don't worry, I got lost for 2 hours trying to find some all. It's good. Oh my god, I can see the chat. Y'all are like, just a bit further. That's why I really have to stream games, because otherwise I'm just like, how would I have gotten out of this without your help? Literally. Our Oblivion comrade was beyond saving, I'm afraid. That brave soul. He gave his life to save another. Yeah, he was a real one. He died protecting me. I don't understand why any of this is happening. That sentry was behaving normally like any other, and then all of a sudden, it tried to kill me. Weapons or no, Callix commanded them to commit murder. He did. And he's targeting the people without the regulator. Man, I keep waiting for Graha to show up. I heard the door open and I'm like, Graha? Is it over? We came as soon as Yahweh sent word. Yes, but there's someone who died. I'm sorry. By the time we arrived, it was already too late. Geode could be in trouble too. Nah, he's got plot armor. He's got plot armor. Whoa. Wait, something bad happened. We're not sure what, but he stopped responding to our communications. We need to prioritize securing the residential sector. We should search for Geode. Oh no! Since most Oblivion members have sworn off regulators, if our theory holds true, they could be prime targets for the next attack. Definitely. Okay. Our thanks. Take these communicators. Don't we have link pearls? We've made modifications to them to prevent Callix from intercepting the signal. It's like I can hear they're trying to make the smile song sound ominous, but it's such a happy song that I feel like it's a little bit of a challenge to do that. It's such a happy song. Okay. He left his plot armor in the glamour dresser. Wayakwe has one too, so I'll ask her to keep hailing Geode. Good luck and stay safe. Okay. Geode said he would sweep the surrounding area, so he shouldn't have ventured too far. Okay. I like this song, actually. I like the anxiety music. I wish it would play in real life when I have stuff that I need to do. Because it makes you feel like, oh crap, I better go do that thing. It's like, if the clothes are sitting in the dryer, this is a song that needs to start playing. Because I better go handle that right now. This is an emergency. Go fold them and put them away. ADHD Zep needs consequences to matter, yes. There's no way anything bad is gonna happen to Geode. Like, I don't believe it. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Nope. Trial, did you see him? You know, with all this talk of residential districts and apartments and stuff, it kind of makes me feel like they want to add it as another residential district in the future. Geode, answer me. What if he's been kidnapped? Oh, we can sprint. I've learned about the sprint button. Would you move in right away? Well, they definitely have the best Wi-Fi. They got 5G out here. Just imagine the Sonic the Hedgehog drowning music. Zep, have you seen the PC Gamer article about machinations? What? No. There's an article about it?
This is the only place left. Let them be safe.
Oh my goodness. I haven't heard machinations yet today though, and we've been playing for a while. So when it does happen,
Are you there? Answer me, please.
he's alive, as I told you.
I'm here. Sorry for the long silence. I've been busy.
Oh, you're alive. Thank the gods.
She's so
Where
cute.
are you now?
The radius next door. The lobby is secure.
He's got a pretty cool
I'll
voice.
scout the second floor. Then I'll join you.
Yo, they're sucking up all that stuff from a bunny. Stop it. Oh, oh my god.
That dust.
It's just funny. This joke is so inappropriate right now. I shouldn't just say the first thing that pops in my head. I'm so sorry. I feel bad about it. For the record, I feel bad about it. I feel bad. I just said the first thing that came in my head.
What's happening?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
They're not just collecting souls. They're draining the bodies of corporeal ether.
It's horrible. It is horrible. I've ruined it.
The dust that we saw was all that was left of the victims. They must have modified the soul cells.
We're all going to hell. Yes, that's right.
Shit.
That shit! He said shit in the MSQ. He's a badass. What you need is an axe. An axe never runs out of ammo.
You need to run now.
You need to fell cleave it. What?
A trap.
It wasn't really. Should have brought an axe. That's all I'm saying. You could whirlwind right now. Okay, you got an AoE situation. Now what are you gonna do? Oh, he's not even worried. What?
Take care of the others, eh?
No! No way! No way! Is he about to... Oh my god.
No sign of him so far. This way, maybe?
I was so wrong. Like, it's actually insane how confidently wrong I was. Don't say that. Oh my god. He wasn't family friendly.
Geode!
This is awful though. I really liked him. Oh man. He is like, I was just thinking, wow, this guy's really cool. He's such a cool VA and he seems like a badass. Oh, he had turned into... Wait, so he didn't even kill them? He just died?
A shame. I had hoped to leave here with at least one more cell's worth of ether.
And I thought that he would like find a way to make them all explode and then he dies, but like they're all also dead. But instead he just got cooked. That's
But seeing
horrible.
how eager you are to interfere, I shall cut this foray short.
Ugh. I'm so sick of this kid and I've only seen him in like 3 cutscenes. I'm already sick of him.
Possibly stand to gain from these atrocities.
Yeah, he straight up sucks.
Ether sufficient to generate 5,000 endless. How would you acquire it?
How would I?
Until I have the key, the reflections are closed to me. Thus do I make do with the sources at hand. 7% of Alexandria's current population will yield the energy to convert 5,000 into endless. With 11%, operations could continue unabated for 800 years.
But is he gonna try to attack the rest of the world too? Outside of the Alexandria?
Our bodies are fated to decay sooner or later. These ones refuse the gift of eternal life, so what difference does it make if I return them to Ether now? I will not waste time and resources on meaningless conflict. This unit cannot offer you worthwhile resistance.
That's some cool music though.
Instead, I pose a question. Would you hand over the key if I promised to halt my harvest?
Would you hand over the key? I don't have it. Okay, I don't know where I put it, asshole. You gave it to me and, like, I think I put it next to my keys, but then I changed my clothes before I came here. I will halt your harvest by defeating you. Yeah, that's actually true. The soft background focus is so good. That's true.
To even ask.
It's more cinematic. Yeah, we can take some better screenshots this
I
way.
return to my work then. There is much to do if I must take the key by force.
I can't believe that this is how Geode went out. Like, I'm actually, this sucks. I really liked him, and then he didn't even get an epic, like, goodbye. It was just poof. It sucks. But they want you to get mad, right? Like, they wanted it to happen to someone you liked and cared about. He got to say shit, at least. That's true. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, like, Geode, he was in a dangerous level of importance in terms of plot armor, right? Like, he was just important enough that, like, you've interacted with him a lot that you'll be kind of sad if he dies, but not so important that he's not, like, that the story is going to have huge problems going forward if he's removed. This pile of dust, these ashes. And the soul cell he left behind, was that his twisted way of returning Geode to us? It's creepy. Damn you, Callix. Damn you and your careless cruelty. If they dusted Estinian, I will uninstall. He was our friend. Yeah, this is brutal. Even so, some might say every death was justified if it meant 5,000 endless could continue their immortal lives. What? Why would they say that? If a reflection's stolen ether allowed for many more endless, why, that too would be a noble sacrifice for the greater good. I feel like this is... We can't even do mental gymnastics to try to see where they're coming from here, okay? Like, In no scenario can we frame it as the greater good. It just doesn't work. Who could think that? Right, Sphene. Sphene knows. Not I. Certainly not. We know not you, Kryle. We know not you. We know only too well there is not noble in this sacrifice. We have to stop him. We have to find Callix and put an end to this madness. I think that, like, showing the ashes behind instead of the body is so much more upsetting and worse than just showing the body, right? Like, the shot of the ashes, and it's like, but that was our friend. That is more upsetting than looking at a body, because it's like totally discombobulated. Under no circumstances can we let the key fall into his possession. Wait, but the soul goes back into the... No, they don't. If they suck him up, they got the soul stuff, so he can't even reincarnate, right? Doesn't go to the live stream? I kind of forgot some of these mechanics. It falls to us. We will thwart his plans here in Alexandria before he can terrorize innocents and reflections elsewhere. Oh my god, yeah, we gotta protect our buddies on the first. That's pretty brutal. Currently, no. Geode cannot reincarnate. He is in the soul cell. Yeah, that's what I thought. Is all of him in there? In the tube? Or is it like a different kind of ether that like got out? Okay. Yeah, the soul tube. 100%. You don't get closure. Even if your friend is dead but physically there, you can say goodbye. If they're ashes, it's like your friend just disappeared. Yeah. We should return to the back room. Shale and the others need to know what happened. Okay. Corporal and incorporeal ether is all in there. Okay. When they kill someone, they absorb two kinds of ether they need to sustain the endless. The soul ether, which houses the memories, right. And the corporeal ether, which fuels the endless. But I'm confused. It's all in the tube?
Our dear Geode. The soldiers. If only I'd been able to control them.
Yeah, is it like white auracite? That's a good question. Okay, this entire storyline is about how immortality just doesn't work. Right. The planet is incapable of sustaining an ever-expanding species that doesn't die. But, like, okay, if the live stream is working as intended, there is something kind of like an eternal life that you get, right? Where you go with the live stream and then you're reincarnated. So that's not that bad, actually. It could be worse. The soldiers, if only I'd been able to control them. This is too much for this little kid to have to bear. The burden. Yes. I just hate having good little Josso involved.
It's all so senseless.
It's so much for him to cope with. It's too much.
Why force his plans upon us when we're already happy, living our lives? What does he even think life is? I'll never forgive Callix for doing this.
We gotta just take him out, girl.
Or myself for being powerless to stop him.
Well, let's just find where he is and take him out. I mean...
Wait, where are you going?
That's the only solution.
To clear my head. Don't worry, I won't do anything stupid.
Stay here and get some rest. I'll make sure Nostalgia stays out of trouble.
Thank you.
Yeah, he's not alone. That's true. That's a good point. Rebirth isn't immortality.
Things would have been far worse if you and Geode hadn't rushed in there. Many people are still alive because of you.
Yeah, it's not exactly immortality. That's true. But it's kind of like, I think about Emmett, how he would, he could like discern the colors of souls in the live stream so that they could try to find the reincarnated versions of the convocation members and like raise them to that, the seat if it happened to be a person who was brought back. And wasn't it true that like people that were reincarnated, they tended to have a lot of the same traits as the previous versions of themselves? I don't know. I think that is kind of comforting.
And after adding what you discovered to the leads we've dug up, I'm hopeful we can determine where Callix is hiding.
We have got to find this little asshole.
But not right now.
Yes, right now. Let me do it. Y'all can grieve. I'll go fight. I'll go kill him.
We need time before we can move on. Just
Okay.
a little time.
Y'all take your time. Tell me where he is. I'm on the warpath now.
Oh, Geode.
Yeah, look at her. She's like, fine. Whatever y'all need. Yeah, right, exactly. It's why the Warrior of Light is such a formidable adventurer with the Wanderlust. Yes, you're Asm. That's super cool. Another comrade gone. Some days it's almost more than I can bear. Geode was. He was an older brother to Nostalgia. I can't believe I can't believe I was so wrong. I was really like, ain't no way anything bad's gonna happen. We were so young then. Shale knew him longer though, and is surely taking it the hardest. And that's on top of what happened with Kafkiwa. How do we say that her name? I forgot how to say her name. Kafkiwa. Do you think you could check on her, see how she's doing? She's like to put on a brave face if it's me or my sister. Confidently incorrect. Absolutely. Jeez. Apologies. My mind was elsewhere. We need to press on with the hunt for Callix, but I can't seem to focus. I should be better than this, I know. As you said, you need time to work through it. You're right. I ought to heed my own words. As it stands, I'm of no use to anyone. Kafkiwa used to say that the best thing to do with grief was to let it all out. So, I think I'll take myself over to Earth and Sky and say my goodbyes to Geode. Why don't you come along? I could use someone to blubber to. You have a shoulder to spare? Well, my shoulders are really spiky. Okay. It's a fair trek on foot, so I've arranged for a couple of air wheelers. They've had their communications modules removed, so even Callix shouldn't be able to seize control of them. Say the word, and we'll set off. Okay. Oh, I can fly the air wheeler? That's cool. Oh, I can't move it, though. Okay. You won't find a smoother... Oh, that's cool! Is this a mount I can get? It's like a fidget spinner. For years now, I've been taking one out for a turn whenever I need to lighten my mood. Yeah, it's pretty cool. 8 mil? I'm not gonna spend 8 million on it. Oh, she's talking to me. Oh my god, I wasn't paying attention. Oh my god, she was talking to me. What did she say? She's talking about Geode. We'd race. Does that surprise you? Our friendship always had a competitive edge. We'd often talk about how one day we might fly our wheelers outside the dome. Okay. Man, I wish I had this in real life where like you realize you weren't paying attention when someone was talking to you, but it's okay because there's a log. There's a text log of the conversation. You can just read it. Almost there. Okay. Phew, that's helped clear my head a touch. You know, Zepla, you might be the first person I've ridden with who wasn't an Oblivion recruit. As far as I remember, at least, memories from my regulator days aren't exactly reliable. Come on, let's head inside. Hopefully, the way will be clear of pests today. I can kill stuff if you need. Oh, if there's pests, don't even... Oh, hey! It's Morgie! Morgie, the outfit looks so good. Awesome. So does the hairstyle. Okay. Bye. This should go over here. What is this? Closed position. Oh my god. My button. Okay, I didn't set up my keybinds. My keybinds did not save. Okay. Just so you know that before I go into combat, I might be clicking things on the action bar. I wouldn't normally want to do that, okay? I just... Yeah. I got the play guide here. Okay. Where's text up? Where the hell is text up? Oh, does it not matter? Oh, okay. Okay, it's fine. Seriously, where's text out? Where did I put it? Is that not even on my bar? Where's the other foot? Actions and traits. Technical step is here. There it is. It's not a foot. Okay. I'll just click stuff for now. Okay. You should watch a guide. Zepla HQs if you can.
Whenever we lost a comrade, the three of us would come back here to reminisce. Me, Geode, and Kafkiwa.
Ewa, that's how you say. I was right. I said it correctly.
Will you raise a glass?
Yeah, but I gotta like lift my veil. I will in spirit. Oh, it's like if you don't want to drink. To Geode's memory. It's kind of difficult to drink with that. Do you have a straw? Do you have any compostable straws?
What are the two of you doing here?
I had a feeling you'd show up. Would you like to join us?
Hi, new to these MMO games, and I'm kind of trying out both XIV and WoW for the first time. Thoughts? I think that WoW and XIV scratch very different itches. And especially if you're new to XIV, you're going to spend a lot of time doing this kinds of cutscenes like I'm doing now. And it's very cinematic. It's kind of almost feels single player for a long time. So I feel like I personally, you know, I love both games, and I feel like they offer me different things. Like one's like pizza and the other one's pasta. Just depends on what you're in the mood for. Sometimes you just want to break from one kind of thing to... Actually, we have guilds in both games. And in Guild Wars 2. I had a feeling you showed up. Would you like to join us? Hi, Kendrick. Is this a fun stream? I'm having fun so far. I'm having a pretty good time so far today. How long have we been at it? About 2.5 hours?
I suppose I could spare a moment.
That's true. Warrior of Light has trauma from drinks. That's true.
Tell us, Oblivion's founders disappeared some decades ago under mysterious
That's a good catch.
circumstances. And it was Kafkiwa who revived our organization.
Okay.
You and Geode helped her with that, didn't you? Tell us more about it. You're keen to know too, right? What they were like back then. The mad things they got up to. That sort of thing.
Those were the days. It was actually right before the Reformation that I met Geode.
Sighs.
I still wore a regulator then. I had recently lost someone close to me.
Okay. Let me just make sure I don't miss anything.
And also quit a long stint as an adapter
Make
to
this
work
bigger.
at a bar of all places.
There we go.
It paid me to sit with patrons and keep them company.
Okay, so... It was right before the Reformation that I met Geode. Okay, I still wore a regulator then, and I'd lost someone close to me. I'd also just quit a long stint as an adapter to work at a bar. They paid me to sit with patrons and keep them company. Okay.
So Geode came in one night It wasn't long before we got into an argument. First-time customer, but tempers flared. And then one of us threw a punch.
You got into a fist fight? What were you even arguing about?
Damned
Oh
if
my
I know.
god,
We were
what?
deep in our cups.
Okay.
I think we were both just frustrated and angry at everything.
You don't even remember what you were fighting about?
In the street.
I guess if
Pair
you're
of
drunk.
Drunken fools. Then this odd machine stopped to lecture us, scolding us for obstructing the foot traffic and not taking better care of ourselves.
I can't imagine you ever being in such a sorry state. The odd machine. That was Kafkiwa, I take it.
That it was. Once she was done upbraiding us for our unseemly behavior, she launched into a recruitment pitch.
I feel
Kafkiwa
bad that we had
explained
to
she
lose
wanted to
her.
protect the outside world from Zoralja's invasion, to keep him from bringing ruin to the place her beloved son lived. And if we were so intent on self-destruction, then perhaps we might consider risking our hides for a just cause. It was a lot to take in.
Aaronville must be
I hadn't given much
protected
thought to what lay beyond the barrier.
at all costs.
Learning that Kafkiwa herself was already dead was enough to make my head spin.
Yeah, it's still like just hard to kind of come to terms with that because
But Geode and I were intrigued by her ideas and wanted to see this future of hers come to pass.
Geode often spoke of it. He told me that meeting Kafkiwa was what first taught him the value of remembering people.
Like he was sharing a holy revelation.
yeah, so I was about to say. You didn't know that it's good to remember people before that?
Oh, but back then you hadn't yet taken on Oblivion's name, had you?
Is that so? I just assumed.
It hadn't been Kafkiwa's intention to carry on Oblivion's legacy, nor adopt the cause your parents championed. Not initially, at least. She wasn't even aware such an organized resistance existed. She did, however, suspect the presence of other dissidents. Those who objected to resurrecting the memories of the dead in defiance of the natural order. In the hopes of identifying like-minded comrades, we began searching the core system for traces of unauthorized access. And that's how we found it. An anomalous sector in the back of the Neon Stein. According to Melancholy, the door to that mystery had remained firmly shut since she took over the business.
The back room.
The back room. We forced our way in, only to discover that the hideout had long been abandoned. Although the occupants were gone, the
Okay.
equipment they'd left behind contained records of a group calling itself Oblivion. After reading through their exploits and their vision for the future, we made the decision to carry on their work.
New room, Zepla? Yes! I have moved into my new house. I am up here in the PNW. And things are really good. This is a temporary space. And I'm having a studio built in another part of the house soon. So I'll be moving over there. It's gonna look really cool. We're gonna have like the acoustic slats on the wall and ceiling and stuff. So it'll hopefully have really good soundproofing in there. Good.
Thus
Very
were
hype.
my parents and Kafkiwa's hopes bound together.
Yes, West Coast, Best Coast. I'm so happy here. I'm really, really glad.
And carried onward by Shale and Geode.
We could never have made it this far on our own, of course. Not without the strength of arms you and your friends provided.
Bing, bing, bing.
Losing comrades is a hard thing, but being here, thinking back on the moments we shared, I can see their smiles, hear their laughter. I feel their presence, and I know they're still with us. But these memories of mine are for me alone. Reminders of why I chose to do this, and why I'll stay the course.
I mean, it's great that they're finally, like, everybody's starting to understand that. That's the moral of the story, right?
Time we got back to work. Thank you, everyone.
The moral is,
No, it's me who should be thanking you.
it's the memories
Though the
of
pain
people
is still deep.
that keeps them
I don't
alive.
feel like I'm drowning in it anymore. Let's get out there and put a stop to Callix. For you, for me, and for everyone who's ever believed in Oblivion.
Boop, beep, beep, beep. Oh, really? The most recent 14 patch blew you away? Well, we're gonna be there pretty soon, right? I appreciate you helping me through this. And not only the grief, you've helped me see that my comrades mean even more to me than I realized, which only fuels my determination. I'll be spending every waking moment working to bring Callix to account for his crimes. I'll do my part, then you do yours. What kind of materials do I need? I don't know. It's time. I went back to locating Calix's lair. I have a new strategy in mind, but it remains to be seen if it will aid in narrowing down the possibilities. I'll ask Kryle for help. I want to re-examine the data, starting with that of her parents. After all, they were the first to break away from preservation and establish an organized resistance with Oblivion. There must be something in there that can point us in the right direction. I've been making the rounds in the outskirts. I can't help but feel something is amiss. Okay. That's vague. It seems your plans have been decided for you. Yeah, we gotta... Something is amiss. Those weird trees out here. Zep, thank you for coming. Oh man, I feel dizzy after that sneeze. I hope I'm not getting sick. As I mentioned, I would benefit from your worldly experience. Perhaps it's my imagination, but the townspeople appear to be acting oddly. That is, even considering the current state of affairs. As I'm yet unfamiliar with the outskirts, I thought you might be better equipped to judge if their behavior is unusual or not. Would you speak with them? Okay. You need me to talk to three? You need me to talk to 3 villagers? Sweet. Okay. I can handle that. I think this is the 2nd or 3rd time I've had to talk to 3 villagers. Oh, please tell me you brought more neo-regulators. Officially, they've all been handed out already. But I've heard rumors there were a few left over. Surely the government still has some. Or perhaps Queen's Fiend? I may not look it, but I was a hunter once. Back then, I hardly gave death a second thought. But now that I know the truth, it's all I can think about. There has to be a way to hold on. There has to. How do I mount? Okay. There's a button for that. Mount guide. Okay. Mount roulette. Yes. Okay. I'm on the battle panda. Eee. Why do I have a panda? Did he just fart? I think he did. It was a little squeak. I heard it. It was the mount. It was not. It was not me. Greetings. I remember when you visited with Queen's Fane. Come check on our well-being, have you? Well, I can say that things are rather stressful out here as well. Hey, boo. Want to say hi to everyone? Yes. Hey, everybody. Look who it is. My precious, precious boy. Boo. Boo. Hey, kitty. Okay. He is a very, very good boy. And he's very cuddly. Boonarchy, yes. Without knowing if or when our machinery might turn murderous, the specter of death is ever present. People are terrified. I mean, yeah, that's legitimately scary. The clamor for neo-regulators has reached a fever pitch. I personally, can't you just leave, right? Like, just leave and move to town. Leave Tyrol. Go somewhere that isn't experiencing plot right now. Personally was fortunate to have claimed a new device early on. Have long since completed the registration. Death has no hold over me now. Now, I must begin my prayers. The darkness grows closer, draws deeper, and we must cast it out. What? Ooh. Yo, this cool mount. Yeah. Yeah. It's the Final Fantasy song. Where am I? I am the bird. A shape-shifted? Cool. You're not wearing a regulator? Don't you know the end is coming? Well, it's your life to lose. Me? I got myself one of those neo-regulators and registered a little while ago. As soon as I did, a display appeared showing the number of registered users. Right now I'm sitting at 4,168. The upper limit was 5,000, wasn't it? Seems the total shot up right after those machine malfunctions. It's only a matter of time before everyone's registered. I pity those who weren't chosen. But I'm going to be an endless. I'm gonna evolve. Live happily ever after. Bro, that's cringe. Bro, you're so cringe. This is a goofy mount. This is such a goofy mount. Okay. So, what do you think? Was I right to worry? Nah, everybody's fine. Tensions are running high. Lalio. Yes. The people are overwhelmed by uncertainty and fear, and with each new registration, that fear inside them grows more insistent. How long till it drives them into full-blown panic? Zep, can you come to resolution? Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah. Can y'all see Kitty? I don't think you can see him. He's hiding behind the microphone. Sounds like she wants us there in a hurry. We should go. Yep. Burn out the bad. Oh, hi, Struzzy Live. He is a very cuddly and snuggly little boy. He's a very good boy. He's kind of like a dog. He's smacking his tail around.
Sorry to drag you out here, but I thought it best you see for yourself.
Okay.
Death is your constant companion.
What if I heard that before?
Death may come ere your reward is bestowed. Though your grand works be poised for completion, death may come ere you wake the following morn.
Does that sound so familiar? Remember that? Wasn't there something like that in Endwalker? Am I going crazy? There was a really badass speech in Endwalker from the people in Thavnair that was like that. Do you know what I'm talking about? It was really badass. Like, we have scales to... I don't remember this. Let me see if I can find it. It was like... The thing is, oh, I found it. Know this, my children. There's more ugliness than beauty in this world. To live is to suffer, to drink of calamity and drown in anguish, to toil and be tested always and ever. 'Tis a perilous path you walk. Death lurks in the dark and is the sole promise that awaits at journey's end. A constant companion, though we know not its name. It is with every one of us. From our first breath to our last. That is so sick. That is freaking cool. It was the mantra. This is really sick. This is metal. Okay. Yeah.
Enjoy a life of peace and good fortune. Death needs but one instant to claim you. Your bodies are weak. Your heart, your brain, every fragile organ rolls the dice from moment to moment. Sheer chance deciding if they function or fail. Be you stoic or generous or righteous, no virtues tip the scales in that fatal reckoning. The choice is made without reason. The end is cloaked in terror. That is what it means to die.
The announcement began
Yes,
after we finished
and?
our meeting with Gossen. As for its source, well...
Callix.
There is no shame in being afraid. It is that very fear which will drive you to conquer death. Let us set a new course for mankind. Let us preserve our existence unto perpetuity. Hope for it, wish for it, pray for it. We will become endless. With evolution's brilliance, will we banish the ever-present darkness of mortality.
Some kind of religion type thing now, right?
Change isn't easy. No one ever wants to take the first step. But this is the right path for us. What other way could there be? I'm gonna do it. I'm going to register.
Wow, Wuklemat. You couldn't have come at a better time. Please, you have to let us move to Tuliolal.
It's too dangerous to stay here. Who knows when the next century will turn on us? Even if
I
we
mean,
wanted to
it is
become
too
dangerous,
dangerous
there are no
to
more
stay.
neo-regulators to be had.
Can't they just
Fleeing is
leave?
our only option.
Can they just walk out the door? Do they need permission? They have
If the
flying
solution was
cars.
as simple as leaving, then we'd all have left already. Did you not hear the announcement? For the living, death is a foregone conclusion. No matter where we go, or who we shelter with, we won't get another chance like this to overcome our fate.
I mean,
Easy for you to say when you have that regulator.
The Landsguard are on their way as we speak, and arrangements have been made to see that you all will be safely evacuated.
okay, that's good. We're gonna get everybody out.
Aid you in whatever way we can. So please remain calm.
But they don't want to leave because they want the everlasting life.
I want to help Alexandria. I want to save its people. But what can I do? I am not their queen.
I have to hop off for a bit. Will the stream be available to watch later? Yeah, we'll have the VOD up. Of course. Callix has access to the... Well, I mean, I'll probably be streaming for a while yet, too. I don't know how long you're going to be on. But Callix has access to the core system, which means that if he chose to do so, he could deploy the soldiers beyond the barrier. Right. That's what I was wondering about, but he didn't. Even if our people learn to live with death and decide to leave the dome behind, they will not be beyond his reach. So why hasn't he done that? Yet, if it serves to allay their fears even a little, I beg you, Booklamot, please let them shelter in Tuliol. We will welcome any and all who want to come. We've already begun evacuations, and we'll be able to pick up the pace once the Landsguard arrives. In which case, we'd best spread out and keep an eye on the crowds. The mood is tense, and we must prepare for possible violence. Oh, that's a good point. If you happen to determine where Callix is hiding, though, we'll be ready to move. Yeah, Alice wants to fight, just like I do. Surely we have a clue of some kind soon. Let me and Alice go find him. Okay, we'll figure it out. Just let us handle it. Violence and fear. This is not the future she envisioned for her nation. Yeah, we got lots of story to get through. I'm actually a little behind. Tuliolal will gladly welcome every last Alexandrian with open arms. But what of the nation the late queen was so desperate to preserve? What of that bright haven of peace and laughter? With Clement. I won't stand here and let her legacy be sullied any further. I will protect Alexandria. That was the promise I made her at the last. But what can we do if we can't find this guy? But she betrayed you, did she not? Why do you feel this obligation? I saw myself in her, I suppose. We both felt the people's joy as our own, yet alone we lacked the strength to protect them. There's so much that I love in this world, too much for me to take in my arms and keep safe. And that made me afraid. I needed someone who shared that love and fear, so together we could do what we couldn't by ourselves. Maybe it's simpler than that. But you do have someone who shared that love and fear, and that's Kona. You know, y'all are working together. Maybe I just wish we could have been friends. So when she turned to me in her final hour, desperate to safeguard Alexandria's future, I swore that I would see it done. In the end, I think you both found the friend you needed. I would be yours as well, Svein. Whenever you fall or struggle to rise, I'll come running to the rescue, and you do the same for me. That's how we'll protect the things we love. That's how we'll protect Alexandria. You're right, you're right. What will I say? Will I say? I'm not gonna say shit. Y'all have fun with that. Right. We got a bit sidetracked there. We should probably be on our way. Do we patrol or see if Shale needs a hand? There you all are. Galulja. Ah, splendid. We were afraid we'd miss you. Alice and the others said you'd be here. Good news, Zep. We finally found a chink in Callix's armor. We discovered laboratories in Everkeep's 10th level that once housed a preservation initiative. Okay. Containment Complex 1029, it's called. It's been falsely registered as a distribution center. In reality, it hasn't recorded any traffic in decades. We don't think this is where Callix is hiding, but it might contain clues that'll point us in the right direction. It's dungeon time. I'm sorry it took so long just to get this far. If you're interested, what do you say we all go and check it out? Will Shale be able to fight with us? And up. We need to take the lift to get to the complex. Uppies! Little John needs uppies. I've cleared this expedition with the relevant authorities and have one of our people waiting to operate said lift. Okay. Dungeon time! Who's gonna join me for the dungeon? Ready to head on up? Next stop, the 10th level. Okay. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah, I always put stuff in the washer and then I forget to take it out. All the time.
So this is one of Preservation's laboratories.
It's so dark, I can barely see.
Yeah, I can't see shit. She's cat, so she should be able to see better. Right? Maybe it doesn't work like that. I don't have dark vision.
If I can reroute the power to the circuit.
You got the lights working.
Big light. Oh. No. Oh. No big light, please.
Smell how stale the air is. This room hasn't been in use for many years.
It was thanks to Kryl and Galulja that we managed to locate this place.
You may remember that my earring contained the control code for the gate to the Golden City.
Yeah, that's convenient that you had that. Like, can you imagine if you lost it?
As it was Preservation that constructed the portal, we reasoned that the code to operate it might include a signature of some sort, unique to their organization.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
So I took a closer look, and a line-by-line examination yielded a string of symbols identifying the code's author.
Oh!
We then began accessing the nodes for every door in Everkeep, seeking out control codes which contained those same symbols. After a grueling search, We finally discovered our prize behind door number 1860.
Okay.
The entrance to the facility in which we now stand. I'd probably still be at it if Galulja hadn't been around to assist me.
So we're probably gonna be taunted by the villain here.
Shale never stopped working. Not even once.
You're a treasure, Shale.
I can contribute precious little else, I'm afraid, but I appreciate your kind words. In any case,
Stay
this
humble.
next part will require your helping hands.
Okay.
We need to spread out and search for something that may lead us to Callix. We're more than happy to help, of course, but I wonder, won't he realize we've found this place?
It's
yes.
highly likely.
Definitely.
And personally, I hope he does.
Let him come. Right. Hey, Boo. What's up, buddy? Hey, sweetie. He's sitting right next to the monitor right now. Come here, buddy. Come say hi. Oh, he's doing slow blinks. He's such a good boy. I've learned of a certain device that could help us do that. I'll explain how as we proceed, but according to the information I was able to dredge up, the device in question should have been installed in the director's office. Okay. This room we're in is the Researcher's Commons, located in the western side of the complex. The director's office is to the northeast of here. Okay, so we should cut across the circular chamber in the middle. But the interior door is locked. We need a security key with the appropriate clearance to open it. Judging by the mechanism, it'll probably be a card of some kind. Can't you know, work some electrope magic? I'll try my best, but this type of lock is well before my time. It may take a while to crack it. And in case I can't, you might want to look around and see if anyone left a security card. Okay. Let's go look. I expect we'll have the most luck looking where the researchers kept their personal belongings. Oh, is this not a dungeon? What? It's a puzzle. Helpful hints will appear in a different color. Pay close attention to the information provided by your comrades. Where's the detective mission? Okay, that's kind of neat. Office supplies. Nope. Okay, let's look in the desk drawer. A card object. Level 1. Okay, let's try it on the door. Wait. This door. Does it work? I solved the puzzle. Oh, okay. I was expecting hints and stuff. Okay. I was getting nowhere with that outdated circuit. The key was like, it was right there. Why would they abandon a facility like this? It was run by Director Demetrius. Okay. Let's go inside then. Is this some new music? I think it is. Use that. No good? Maybe we need a different card. Yes, the scanner is demanding a level 3 security clearance. Oh, okay. We need to find another one. Start our search in the proto lab. Okay, that door's already open. Okay, we're gonna find a way through. We need the level 3 card to go through this one. Okay. Data tablet. Let me go look at that. It's an iPad. Today I begin my employment at Preservation. The organization was unfamiliar to me, but when the recruitment letter arrived, I had a gut feeling that this work would be far more fulfilling than any orthodox medical practice. My instincts were correct. Master Callix's philosophy is the refined ideal of notions I've only ever vaguely entertained, that mankind must evolve beyond the shackles of its flesh and blood existence. I had a meeting with Director Demetrius today. I've heard others praise his genius intellect, yet he seems but a guttering candle in comparison to Master Callix's blinding brilliance. This morning, I was permitted to access the top floor and observe the workings of living memory. As predicted, the shortage of ether required to sustain the Endless is reaching critical levels, yet the Queen's Fiend insists on continuing her ineffectual flailing. Our Malala colleagues, including the Proto-Lab chief, have been behaving in a decidedly suspicious manner of late. Is this Crowl parents? For tomorrow, I've been assigned to assist with the research project in the Deutero lab. We're scheduled to conduct a major experiment, details of which have been kept ignorant of. It would seem prudent to back up my memory data. I mean, I wish I could back up my memory data. The results of experiment 158 show a marked improvement in ether extraction rates. At last, we've achieved the target value set by Master Callix. Though I will become endless as per ascendancy protocols, I will preserve this historic number along with my few remaining worldly effects. Okay, 158 is an important number. The canister inserted into the large device looks like a soul cell. Yeah. Could this be where they conducted experiments to create Endless? But we could probably spend days investigating this complex. Finding a way into the director's office must take precedence. Speaking of which, Galul Jah mentioned a locker over in the corner that he couldn't open. I talked to him already. It's 158. What? Ah. Okay. Oh my god, it's more numbers. It's a lot of numbers this time too. Experiment 148. Submitting inference candidate 201930 to be considered for efficiency procedure review. Oh my god. Oh, you want me to remember 6 numbers? What am I, is this rating? 201930. Oh my god, and there's more. No! There's even more numbers! Experiment 158, maximum value of 11509 recorded. Comparative study to be included in the report. Oh! And there's more! Oh, and more! Do you want me to write this shit down? New proposal produced a result of 9834. Oh my god. this is so bad. Streamer filter patch, yeah, for real. This machine fades into a soul cell. I'm reminded of my imprisonment by the Empire. Surely this device wasn't made to hold people. Oh yeah, maybe. Okay. Just play we'll just play Funky Town again, yeah. Okay. Is this supposed to be a hint? I mean, I read all this stuff. But... I really have no idea what I'm supposed to do with all these numbers. Okay, he told us that 158 was important. And so I thought, okay, we'll just put in 158. But then, Luc Lamont said that there was all these other numbers that are important. Okay. How do these numbers go together? Wait. Okay. Yeah, I see the numbers in the dialogue tab, but open up that notepad in the background. We can't play Funky Town because they all make the same sound. We can't do. Oh, yeah, it won't let me do that. Maybe if we add up all the numbers that were in orange, then it'll be the right number. Yes, I bet. It's actually a hard puzzle. Okay, let's add it. Brute force it? I don't think I'm gonna be able to because there's a lot of different numbers. Normally I would. I mean, we could try 111. Okay, that didn't work. Please wait 15 minutes. Yeah, like, please check the code that's been sent to your mobile device. We've detected someone trying to access. Check your email associated with the account. Okay. Pull up the calendar. I mean the calculator. Okay, so am I really supposed to be adding this up? 9834. Maybe it's actually just one of these numbers that's here. Right? Like that she gave me. Like maybe one of those is the right one. Oh wait, she said experiment 158 was important. But then this is also experiment 158 that Wiclamata is talking about. So maybe that's the one. These other numbers aren't important. Okay, let me try just putting in this number and there's no math involved. I doubt he's gonna make us add shit. 11509. What? I could match numbers. I'm a genius. I matched up numbers. Okay. I was overthinking it really hard. I was overcooking. You found another security card. But does that say level 2? We needed a level 3, didn't we? Yes, but it should still open more doors for us. You did well. I matched the numbers. Yeah. Thank you. Leaving notes, losing their cards. I guess I imagine they'd be more, what's the word, bloodless, mechanical? My parents were once part of preservation, if you'll recall. It would seem the researchers who agreed with Callix and his philosophy underwent the conversion to endless entities. But I assume those who could not, or would not, eventually left the organization. Oh, I almost forgot. The researchers kept journals in their data tablets. The one I read doesn't explain much, but something big happened in the complex, and afterwards it was decided that everyone would become endless. The writer was really happy about this. I could tell how much they admired Callix and his work. The entries ended after that, but maybe you can read more in the other tablet there. Okay, we have to go check the Deutero lab and the maintenance facilities. Okay. I'll take the old one. Okay, great. Yeah, I don't want to hold that. You take that. I don't want that. Bee. Okie dokie. Sprint. That's the last one. I really thought this would be a dungeon. I'm surprised. A scanning device. It waits silently for a security card. Yes! Let's start with the lab. Yeah. Jail. There doesn't seem to be any power here. No, none at all. It's possible the energy supply for this room is on a separate conduit, which means there should be a contingency for opening the door. Look here. There's a sign above the card scanner. In case of emergency, backup power can be rerouted from facilities. The facilities room is down the other branch of this corridor. Oh, so we have to go to the facilities first. No, it was the maintenance room. We also had to check. Okay. Hey, it's the we're about to learn something music. Engaging power supply. No good. It's returning an error. There must be a preliminary procedure. According to this error code reference, if the power supply has been interrupted for an extended period of time, then we need to reconfigure both the emergency generator and the circuit control panels. There's an emergency generator, but shouldn't it work when the power supply is cut out? Okay, there is the emergency generator. By the looks of it, it's the same model as the one used in Heritage Found. But how does it send power to the other lab? The energy cable attached to the base of this terminal leads down the hall directly to the Deutero lab. which means we need a way to connect the generator to that cable. Crap. Can't we get an extension cord? What about these patterns on the floor? Oh no! Oh no! Using the control panels set into each of the tiles, we create an unbroken path for the power to follow. Oh shit. I don't like the sound of this at all. What I wouldn't give for an instruction manual. Oh my god. Indeed. Oh no! I can do it. I've used that type of machine before. Okay. Fine. Of course they want me to do this. Oh no. Okay, so we have northwest control panel. You must arrange the 4 tile patterns in the correct positions. Access the control panels and configure the circuitry. So what happens if I put this here? Okay. We're trying to set it so that it connects over there. Well, the only one that goes there is the square. And we're now missing shapes. We need a shape that has, like, no end, I guess? How do we, like, check this? I don't think it's working right now. So this one needs to be different. This needs to probably be... And then... Okay. It worked! I mean, this was not difficult. The Deutero lab should now be fully powered. I was checking the storage shelves and one of the labels caught my eye. Preservation in the early days. Oh yeah. Of course. It looks to be a text-based account. I'll read it out. Preservation. An Alexandrian Institute for Technological Development was founded by Callix, an 11-year-old child prodigy. Approval for establishing the organization came during Alexandria's involvement in the storm surge, with Callix's designs for new defensive solutions funded in large part by the Treasury. As the conflict grew in intensity and casualties mounted, Callix funneled Preservation's resources towards the perfection of memory storage. Research into this field continued even after the storm surge came to an end, with Callix eventually electing to preserve his own memories in a virtual domain. So this account is from before he embraced his endless existence, hundreds of years ago. I met him only once before the storm surge began. I was attending my father, who was then the reigning king of Alexandria. Callix could not have been more than 10 years of age and required constant treatment for his debilitating illness. Yet, Still, he published theories so highly regarded that even the royal family was aware of his achievements. Life should not be lost to the injustice of death. Even now I can hear the single-minded will behind his words. So it was that when war came to our kingdom, my father was quick to commit his unwavering support to this somber youth and his proposals for preservation. Several years later, the ensuing violence brought the death of both my parents. Overwhelmed as I was by my sudden succession to the throne, I suspect they spared me the reports on endless research and other less urgent matters. Okay. So you had no way of knowing what kind of person Callix was changing into? No way of knowing? I mean, did he change? I wonder. Perhaps he has ever been the type to value ideals over compassion, and I failed to see it at the time. Perhaps he did change, but is still driven by those same deeply held beliefs. That mortality is cruel and unjust, and his role is to deliver mankind from this fate. Whatever the case may be, we cannot allow him to shape our future. Let's press on. It doesn't really matter if he was always an asshole or not, does it? If I've done my job correctly, the door to the Deuterill lab should be accessible now. I'll give everything a once-over just to be sure. Beep, 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 beep. Okay. Is this the last room? There's the security card. Yes. Mesquite soup. Alpaca pasta! Oh my god, no! Right, I'll get this door open. Y'all eating alpacas? Smooth as silk. Okay, let's go inside. Alpaca lunch. Don't! No! No. Gods above, isn't that? The key to interdimensional fusion. Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, that looks to be a schematic on the monitor. Oh shit, that's the thing! They use it to make another key, but I thought it's missing the shard inside, like the one I have. Oh my god. We may have been laboring under a misconception. The key was originally a Milala relic. Once this treasure came into its possession, preservation began working to harness the power to cross dimensions. Aside from this crystal, we can see that all the vessel's components were constructed here. What might that tell us? This is the device they made to control it. It's the crystal itself is the key. As my parents explained, the key remains shrouded in mystery. Preservation augmented it with electro, but never grasped the technology's underlying principles. To this day, not a single person understands the mechanics of interdimensional fusion. Not who imbued the key with its power, not when they did so, nor why. Now all makes sense. And Callix can track the key because its vessel is made by preservation. I believe there's much we may learn in this room. On our next visit, I'll have to enlist Shtola's assistance. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We need a Shola here. Wasn't this her field of study? I too am curious about a great many things, but pinning down Calix's whereabouts is our priority. Hopefully there's a security card. Yeah, we need another card. The research conducted in this lab appears to have been highly confidential in nature. Some of the personnel must have belonged to the organization's upper echelons, and that means higher security clearance. We should spread out and look for any cards they left behind. Okay. It's the MacGuffin. No. Hi, Kevin Alex. It's going really good. It's pretty fun to be back in FF after a bit. This lone storage crate is filled with document binders and other miscellaneous objects, none of which are security cards. What do we know about the key at this point? Wasn't there some speculation that it was ASM related? This sturdy looking... Okay, this doesn't have anything we need. Oh, I found it. These are not hard to find. Oh, a level 3. That should get us into the director's office. So what was it you were hoping to find in there again, Shale? You were saying that a certain device was going to help us. Right. I haven't properly explained myself, have I? I'm looking for the data relay. After we discovered this ostensibly abandoned complex, I performed a cursory investigation which detected a connection to an outside network. When I traced the data's routing, I confirmed traffic from a web of Everkeep security cameras. Considering the way Callix is always one step ahead of us, we must assume he's quietly seized control of the city's surveillance system and has been using it to monitor our activities. Okay. So that means this is a trap and he knows we're here. To monitor what you, as the key holder, are planning. But since Callix is the ultimate recipient of those transmissions, the flow of data is like a river that we can follow back to him. Which is why I need the data relay. If I can analyze the device and see where it's rerouting all the surveillance traffic, then you can pinpoint Callix's position. Yeah. That said, he's done nothing to impede our progress, which makes me think it might be on entirely the wrong track. Maybe the reason he isn't stopping us is because he can't. Back in the old castle, Callix said he was measuring Zepla's strength. What could he possibly dream up that's stronger than her? I mean, a lot of things. I did just move that washer and dryer, though. So... yeah, I mean... Oh, speaking of cameras, there was another thing I meant to mention. I found evidence that someone deliberately disabled the surveillance feed in this room. That's suspicious. The most recent recording was also crudely deleted. I was able to restore the data though. Okay, what's the most recent recording? Who washes and dries? Yeah.
Are you really planning to leave?
Yes. The idea of eternal life. It's begun to frighten me. I struggle to renounce our conventional wisdom. Death is the means by which life prunes its branches, leaving the trunk to grow strong and tall. We die so that our species may flourish. What would become of mankind were we to halt that process? If unending stagnation is the fruit of our labor, then perhaps we strive for the wrong thing.
Your argument is a rejection of Master Callix's vision.
Whose voice is that?
I suppose it is. Perhaps such dread would not plague me, were I capable of sharing his perspective on the subject. I cannot. He and I are too different, in too many ways. I lack his extraordinary genius. I had no illness threatening to cut my life short, no singularity of will to cut away all distractions and focus solely upon research. I have nothing but respect for his determination. The way he overcame his prognosis and seized the means to transcend death itself. But I'm not convinced that this obsession with living is the right path. That's why I've decided to leave preservation and put all my effort towards building a legacy for the next generation to come.
Okay.
Surely you...
Protocol, you understand. There can be no exceptions.
Oh my god. What is his voice though? His VA though. He's gonna shoot the thing? No. She only wanted to leave and he executed her. Yeah, they were pretty ruthless about the vision. Is this VA Golbez? I don't know, but I really liked it. I checked the images against the personnel data, and the man who pulled the trigger was Director Demetrius himself. Everything I could find on him pointed to deep infatuation with Master Callix. Isn't that the word? The cameras in this room have been out of operation ever since that incident. Given that the recording was erased, I can only assume he was trying to conceal his grisly deed from the other researchers. But like, would it be obvious if somebody has a bullet hole in them? I'm not surprised given how my parents described their defection from the Institute. They spoke of rushing me through a portal, even as preservation's agents closed in on them. I dared not ask what became of them after that, but if it turns out they were captured by their pursuers. Ugh. That's a grim thought. Just save Cryo, at least. They did not regret their actions. Right, the Echo, knowing you saw them as they were, your words give me great comfort. Worry not, Sweden. Thanks to the Haven of Living Memory, I was at least able to meet my parents and learn what they stood for. It is enough for me to carry on. Even now, we don't know how the conflict unfolded between your parents and preservation. But what we do know is that your mother and father cleverly expunged every last trace of their movements. They made sure no one could cross into the source or threaten their child's safety. Right. Let's press on, shall we? This tale behind the key deserves a fitting conclusion. Yeah, we can't spend too much time on Crowl, right? To the director's office. It's kind of a heavy subject, though, for her, so I get it. Yay. There we go. Let's head inside. Now to find that data relay, and don't be shy, everyone. Speak up if anything odd catches your eye. All right. Damn, this terminal isn't connected to any outside networks, so it can't be the data relay I'm looking for. This office is also smaller than the map suggested. I'm positive we're in the right room. What am I missing? Sorry, Zepla. Can I ask you and the others to search the office for any clues to this infuriating puzzle? Another puzzle! Empty soul cells. Crumpled note. Uh-oh, it's red text. Secure room lift access. Requires passwords to be input simultaneously at terminals in the Proto Lab, the Deutero Lab, and the Director's office. Wait, that's the 3 places that we are been. Perhaps this discovery would be of interest to Shale. Does this display do anything else? Maybe? A beverage station. Coffee maker. I love coffee. These drawers only have big, heavy books in them. I would have filled them with snacks. Based. Okay. Amongst other personal effects, you find what's presumably the director's data tablet. Okay, let's look in the data tablet. Daily report. Nothing of note. The mystery of the key's activation condition remains unsolved. The key triggered an explosion today. Temporary interdimensional portal verified. Continue attempts to stabilize the core's energy reactions. 13 researchers sustained fatal injuries in the explosion. Memory faculties of 4 personnel sufficiently intact for endless conversion. Remaining 9 designated for ether reclamation processing. Nothing of note. Okay. Wait, what about the Malala? I missed. Those 2 inept Malala broke with preservation and absconded with the key. Though the fugitives have since been caught and eliminated. We were too late to recover the relic. The only reason we retained our flesh was to serve Master Callix as physical instruments to conduct his experiments. Our existence serves no further purpose. I dare not imagine the depths of his disappointment in me. The complex is to be shut down. All personnel will have their bodies reduced to ether. Oh my god. Memory data will be archived. Any endless conversions will be subject to Master Calix's discretion. If he does not deem us fit, then we are not deserving of eternal life. They have this weird, like, cult-like way they talk about this stuff. All personnel have undergone processing. Once the shutdown protocols have been completed, I'll proceed with my own corporeal dissolution. That's one way to put it. As long as the key remains in this physical world, we must keep this complex in pristine condition. Whether it be needed for experiments or otherwise, it must be ready to support future operations in whatever capacity Master Callix requires. To that end, facility equipment will be maintained in stasis mode. Furthermore, a critical component for secure room access will be stored separately to defend against unauthorized entry. Okay. So it's like the fallout after they lost track of this key wasn't very pretty. Yes, it says that we had to turn on the stuff all at once. Yes, 3 different terminals at the same time. Okay. If passwords are involved, I expect the access lift itself is concealed too. Could it be that wall? I thought it seemed odd. Let's hit every wall, make sure they're real. Yeah. Remember what Kafkiwa used to say, Shale? Never trust an electrope surface. Can pass right through electrope. Truly? Never had that property in my time. Ah, Zepla's having a little fun, I think. What we mean is electrope can project a false appearance. In which case, it shouldn't be too hard to disable. Hey! A door! Okay, but we have the lock. 2 people should prepare the lab terminals for input while the rest of us look for the passwords. Okay, she's going to the proto lab. Spheen's going to the Deutero lab. No, Sphene, stay. Okay. Kryl will take the Deutero lab. Okay. Zepla, you will go enter the password. Once we've determined what we need to input, take your place at this terminal. Okay. Sure. You know, there was that display plate over there. The one with the gems. I thought since it was made of electrope, it might have some other purpose. Couldn't find any switches or buttons to make it do anything. Okay. Have we tried just hitting the door? That would be my first thing to try. Two jewels are embedded in this electrope plate. You identify the blue gem as a sapphire and the red gem as a garnet. There also appears to be an empty slot for another jewel to fill. So we need to find the other jewel. That's obvious. What's in the locker? Oh my god. No. Nothing of note. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's the old man, and Callix is little. Oh, this is freaking me out. Oh my god, I'm freaked out. You've yet to discover enough clues to deduce. So when they said infatuation, they were not using the wrong word. It was actually that. That's really dark. You've yet to discover enough clues to deduce the passwords. Oh my god. I already checked that. Do I have to go to the other place to get the password? Or maybe I have to check this again. The data tablet. Because we already read all that stuff. So... okay. There's nothing there. Fail? I think I need to go try to find the other gem. That's clear. There's nothing else I can even click on. Yeah, I can't do anything with that. Okay, well, I'm gonna go look elsewhere then. I can ask Wook. I've already read this. That ain't it. Maybe it's something that I need to get that's like actually hidden. It's not obvious. This one you had to Google? This doesn't seem like it. That's not it. Definitely don't want to leave the area. Okay, well, I'll check the facilities. Where we've been already. This we've done. Yeah, I might have to go. Oh, there's Kryle. Maybe Kryle has a hint for me. So, she says she needs a step stool. Same. I actually just had to buy a step stool for myself so I could access half the cabinets in my kitchen and the microwave. Like, I literally could not reach the microwave in my house because I have Lalapel problems in real life. That's why I play a max height Viera. Okay, so Sphene. She says look at the reports. Okay, it was worth a try. Maybe I have to open this locker again. This we've read. depths of... There's no hints there. Critical component for secure room access will be stored separately to defend against unauthorized entry. I have to open this locker again. I don't want to, but I have to, because what if there's something in there I didn't see the first time? Oh my god, this is horrible. Oh, okay. No mo. Oh, you have something different to say? I think it might be Alexandrite. They say these gems were so treasured in the past that they named the kingdom after them. Well, that's okay. Apparently, if you just keep talking to him, he has more things to say. I didn't know that. Oh, shit. Is this more things? Is it a floor plan? Yeah. Okay, so now we need to go get the red one. Examine the display plate. That's the Deutero lab. This is where we are. That's for the proto lab. Okay. So that means we need to go to the room south of here. But let me maybe... Can I do anything here yet? Let's start with Wuklamot in the proto lab. What word should she enter? It's sapphire. Wait. Shit, did I get it backwards? North of us is the proto lab, and that's the sapphire one. The Deutero lab is the garnet. Isn't that what I said? Maybe I got it backwards. Proto lab is a sapphire. That's what I... What? But that's not the correct... Okay, let me ask Sphene then. Oh, heed the stones. This must be about the special meanings Alexandrians have for gems. It's an old belief, I think, where each type of gem means something different. I bet if you ask Sphene, she can tell you more about it. Oh, okay. So now we need to talk to Sphene about that. Okay, let me go do that. I was taught that Alexandria represents the concept of protection. It is incidentally also the origin of Alexandria's name. Are you thinking this has something to do with the passwords? Sapphire and a garnet as well. Okay, Alexandrite means protection. Sapphire represents honesty. And garnet symbolizes devotion. We should try these words at the terminals and see if they're accepted. Okay. So, Wicklamat is in the Proto Lab, which means honesty, Sapphire. Kryles means devotion. And this one is protection. Okay. Yeah! That secure room is the only place we've yet to search. If the data relay is anywhere, it has to be there. We'll venture in as soon as Wicklamat and Kryle rejoin us. Okay. Yeah, that's not too hard to figure out. Alright, everyone. Time to board the lift and see what awaits us.
This terminal doesn't look special to me, but this is definitely what we're after?
It is. But whether or not it will suffice for our purposes is another question.
I just love my character so much, guys. Like, she's so beautiful and perfect.
The Endless are created using the memories of the deceased. But as memories are, in essence, collections of data, the resultant entities have no physical form. These data entities, as we might call them, have only two methods for interacting with the material world. One of these we saw in Living Memory, where the Endless are granted temporary bodies through the use of corporeal ether.
Right.
They become much like solid ghosts that one can see and touch.
Right, okay.
The other method, which Kafkiwa employed, is the remote operation of a machine. But where do you suppose the Endless are to be found when not inhabiting a physical body?
On the server. They're in the cloud of the data.
Memories. And if memories are data,
they're on the hard drive. Inside Electro?
Yes, we suspect they reside in a virtual domain, one contained entirely within an electro-based machine.
Okay.
We've seen such a realm before, after all.
Oh, you mean like the Alexandria made from the Endless Fiend's memories? It all seems so real.
So this virtual domain, it would also be housed within the Meso terminal.
But how? I thought we shut down all the terminals in Living Memory.
Yeah, I thought we did.
You did. And Kafkiwa's program performed just as she intended. The Meso terminal itself was deactivated, as evidenced by the failure of the device which was keeping Sphene's body in stasis.
Right, right.
Be that as it may, we face a master of electrope engineering. That he managed to partition and protect the sector harboring his own memories is well within the bounds of possibility.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Let us say that the meso-terminal does indeed contain a second domain, and that Callix himself resides there. This city, on the other hand, exists here in the source. That being the case, I thought perhaps we could prevent his remote interference by closing the gate to the Golden City, and thus severing the connection between worlds.
That's a good idea.
Except I tried to close it once already when I visited Living Memory. The process required administrative authorization, a restriction I assumed at the time had been imposed by the Queen.
But now you think Callix might be responsible.
Just as I suspected. Even now, security transmissions from throughout the keep are being tapped by the core system and routed elsewhere. Almost every single one has you as its focus. He's keeping track of the keyholder's movements.
Time's up, and what a waste of time it's been.
Yeah, he's been watching us this whole time. That's obvious.
Hoping to find me by tracing the security data? That will not be necessary. Through a not inconsiderable effort, I've taken your measure and prepared a force sufficient to subdue you. Come. I invite you to the upper reaches of the Meso terminal. The storage device which holds my memories is there. Break the memory bank and victory is yours.
Why would he let us do that?
In turn, will seek to wrest the key from you with any and every means at my disposal.
Wow, okay. I mean, way to just speed things up.
And if we refuse this invitation?
I will wait and continue to convert Alexandrians into endless.
He's like, look, you want to fight me, I want to fight you, so let's just roll up here. Okay, down. Okay.
Consider the urgency of the situation and make the wiser choice.
Answer me one question, Callix. The Endless Fiend. When she was queen, you had her face an impossible task, then manipulated her into using the key when she was at her most desperate. If you can do all that, then why not whisk it away when her plans went to ruin? Why let it fall into our hands?
Actually, good question.
You pour salt in the wound. That disaster was a miscalculation on my part. As her end drew near, Sphene and her restructured memories have become one with the terminal's control systems. In that singular place, in that singular moment, she wielded an authority greater than mine.
Oh yeah, she did become, yeah, that's right.
Thus she was able to shield you, the neighboring sovereign to whom she entrusted her nation's future, and the hero to whom she entrusted that priceless key.
Okay. So she protected us at the end. I remember that.
I am unsure to what degree she perceived my presence, but she knew that someone was watching.
Okay.
Does that satisfy your curiosity?
It does. And I'm satisfied that you will take nothing more from this nation. Not one more life, Not one more future. Not one single smile from another child's face. You hear me?
He's unimpressed. He just hung up on us.
Sorry for losing my temper, but there's only one way we can deal with people like Callix.
He did do a peepo stare, yeah.
Whatever grand future he envisions, someone will be made to pay the price. And I won't let that happen.
Let's plan our next move. Yes. No, Sphene!
If I may, I realize it is not my place to say this. Even so, I must thank you both. On behalf of my other self, allow me to say how grateful I am to have you as our champions.
Aww. That's nice. It's just being a little cinnamon roll. That's all. Well, that was an adventure. Wait. Is that Pat Trump Up music? It may not have been by the method Shale was hoping for, but at least now we know where to find Callix and what we need to do next. No, that's impossible. I haven't been to a dungeon yet. It's not... Indeed. While I remain curious about Preservation's research into the key, that is an investigation for another day. That's starting to sound like Pat Trap Up music, ain't it? But then let's head straight to the back room. Uh-oh. We should get everyone on the same page before we make our move. Okay. Oh. Hey! The situation isn't the best out there, but at least you've come back to us safe and sound. Oh, we are so back. Oh my god. Okay, what? Damn that bastard Callix. He waited until I was this close before snatching away my moment of triumph. In that infuriating, condescending way he spoke to us. We'll see whose time is up, you smug little weasel. We love Shay. Shale. Why did I say Shay? Shale is what I want to say. Anyways, I know things didn't go to plan. I would just call her Shay, I think, if we were friends. But we learned a great deal about preservation. That knowledge could come in handy in the days to come. Though I may not be able to contribute much to a direct confrontation. I mean to see this through with you all, providing whatever support I can. Okay, so, why does that feel like it was a wrap-up? Should I pick this up tomorrow? I think so. Because it's kind of late at this point, especially for our EU buns. I know we'll be in here tomorrow. It's still the same patch. Is this a good stopping point? Because I'm also starving. I need to go get food and stuff. Should I do one more quest, or is this a good point? Stop. This is getting real late for our EU buns. Okay. Okay, great. It's a good point to stop. Well, I've had so much fun today, actually. It's been moving along. You know, the plot, I haven't feel like it's been a drag today. I think things have been happening with, like, the pacing feels better. I'm still kind of not sold on the whole regulator stuff, but I mean, the ship has sailed. I'm having a pretty good time moving through the story, and my character looks so good. Also, Aaronville said that he is happy I came back to him safe and sound, so it's good. Still owe you a video on the regulators. I know. I don't even want to deal with it. Just go with it, and it's a good time. Absolutely true. Will you show your IRL house? I'll try to take some pictures, and maybe tomorrow I can show you. I wish I could show you more, but I can't dox myself. Anywho, I'll see you tomorrow. We'll continue on with the story. We're still moving through point 3, apparently. So we got lots to cover. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I did post a new video today to Zepla HQ that is about WoW player housing. That's a sponsored video from Blizz. And previous video was one about the upcoming patch, which I might get to tomorrow to start. I don't know how much story I still have, but we're moving through it. So I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for hanging out today, Buns. I hope you had fun. I certainly did. It's been good. See you later. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.